So it is what? Cos inverse xy plus root over 1 minus x square root over 1 minus y square. Let cos inverse x is equal to a and cos inverse y is equal to b. And I think here also I gave x is between 0 to 1 and y is between 0 to 1. So a is equal to cos x, b equal to cos y, and a belongs to 0 to pi by 2 and also b belongs to 0 to pi by 2. If a and b belongs to 0 to pi by 2, a minus b will belong to what? Anybody want to tell?
Minus pi by 0 to pi by 2.
Yes. You take this maximum minus this minimum, will get minus pi by 2, and this minimum maximum minus minimum will get plus pi by 2. When this is pi by 2, this is 0 will get plus pi by 2, and when this is 0, this pi by 2 will get minus pi by 2. But that is not the principal values for cos. So you have to take two parts. Okay. So now when you're coming to this, it will become cos inverse cos A cos B plus 1 minus cos square A is root sin square A. Root sin square A is positive, yeah. Between A is between 0 to 90, 0, so I can write plus sin A only directly. It's actually mod sin A, but I can write sin A. Similarly, this is sin B. So I will get cos inverse cos A minus B. But here I'll get two cases because it's between minus 90 to 90. If I take cos inverse cos minus 30 degrees, what is the answer? And cos inverse cos 20 degrees. What is the answer here? What is the answer here?
150.
150. Are you sure?
Sir, 120 and 20.
Sir, 30 and 20, sir.
It is 30 because cos minus theta is cos theta, right?
Cos theta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can write simply cos inverse cos 30 and it is 30. Here directly 20. So if I take 20 as theta, this is also theta. But if I take minus 30 as theta, what is 30 will be?
Theta.
Minus theta.
Minus theta.
Minus 30 degrees theta means plus
minus
30 will be minus theta. So whenever you have between 0 to pi, principal values, no problem. Cos inverse cos theta is theta. But when theta is negative, especially between 0 to minus 180, cos inverse cos theta will be minus theta. If this is theta, what you get answer is minus theta. Okay, so because of that, I'll state this formula anyway. So this is going to come two options. A minus B if A minus B is greater than 0. Within minus pi by 2, pi by 2, of course. Okay. And it will be minus of A minus B if A minus B is less than 0. Equality you can put anywhere, not a big issue. You can put there or put here, not a problem. This is based on which formula is cos inverse cos theta is equal to minus theta for theta belongs to minus pi to 0. That is the second one. First one is okay. When it is a positive, that too between 0 to pi by 2, principal values we can cancel. How this one came based on this formula. Okay, now what is A means cos inverse x and B means cos inverse y. A greater than equal to B means actually x less than or equal to y. And A less than B means this is going to be minus A plus B. That is cos inverse y minus cos inverse x. That is when x is greater than y or equal to it. Okay, so one may say from here, how did we get this? A minus B greater than equal to 0 implies A greater than equal to B. But when A is greater than equal to B, between 0 to 90 especially, cos A is less than or equal to cos B. When you increase the angle, cos value will decrease. Cos 0 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. So when A is more than B, cos A is not more than cos B, it is less than cos B. From that, I'll get x less than or equal to y. Okay. So how this A minus B greater than or equal to 0 translated into x less than or equal to y is based on this. Other one is just reverse. Okay. So if somebody proved this way on your own, fine. If not, just copy this. Yesterday I gave the statement formula, but I did not prove it. This is a proof. So the formula statement I already gave yesterday, so that's why I'm not repeating. I'm going to check especially inverse trigonometry notes thoroughly of everyone. Okay, some people may have to come to college and other people have to take their photographs and then submit when I tell. And when you submit anytime homework or classwork, on every page your name should be there. Okay, handwritten, not typed. Somebody can type after taking pictures.
Admission number okay, sir.
Name is better.
Sir, for those who send pictures or for us also, sir?
Those who sent, those who are going to come physically, not required. So I'm giving detailed notes, especially for inverse trigonometry. Okay, so those who missed classes, please see the recordings, take notes properly. You don't have to copy others' notes because notes writing is not important. You have to understand. Let's say I have a machine. It will have a camera and it will have a speaker and some electronic circuits. You show any color in front of it, it can tell the color. It will speak out. Okay. And there is also a person. If I show any color to him, you can also tell the color. What's the difference between the machine and the person?
The machine can detect more wider ranges of colors, sir.
That's okay, but that is also depending on the data that you give, what you stored in it only, right? Okay, but the person who stored, he must be knowing those things, right? That means you can also detect. But what is the difference? Both are looking at the card and both are telling that it is red color, it is blue color. What is the difference?
Sir, if the data is removed, that machine can no more recognize the colors, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
We can fake the machine, sir, easily.
Okay. Anything else?
Sir, if there is power cut, it won't work anymore, no, sir.
Okay. Anyway, what is there on the board? Everybody completed? Can I go
Yes,
ahead and
sir.
erase? Okay.
Sir, 1 minute.
Sir,
Sir.
it blindly just says and a man understands it.
Okay. The difference is machine cannot feel it. You can feel. It is telling
Sir,
the
I
answer.
thought of saying the same thing, but I didn't say, sir.
Okay, I was expecting. Okay, other sounds also nice, but what that is the main difference is here there is a person who is experiencing. It is seeing red color, it's so nice, or it is black color, not so nice, something like that. He is conscious, or he is aware of what he is telling. Whereas machine is not aware; it is not a living thing. Okay, it is just some mechanism machine which is just telling answer. There is no life in it.
No emotions.
Yeah, no emotions. Yes. So like that, somebody can just copy what is there on the board. Maybe I'm sure if I write something in Chinese language also, they will just copy also. Okay. We are not copy machines. All right. We have better copier machines.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You have to feel them. Personally, I don't want this note taking and You have to submit homework and all that. Somebody else may also say, yes, I agree with you, but I am saying in another context. If somebody is really serious now, okay, why teacher has to tell, take a good notes and all? He'll automatically know that I have to take good notes. I have to do homework on time. I have to read it. I have to remember the formulas. Why should I spend a lot of time asking formulas? They should know, right? Okay. I personally would like to teach students may be somewhat slow. I don't mind as long as they're sincere. It's very easy. We don't have to do any extra work. I don't have to run after them, submit homework. Okay, come to class on time, answer the questions, remember the formulas, revise. These are obvious. If you are serious, it is obvious. Okay. In fact, I want to tell the management that you tell the parents right in the beginning. We will not run after your child. If your child is serious, join them. Otherwise, don't join them. Our job is very, very easy. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
You have to
sir.
worry about making questions, teaching subject nicely, and making some better collection of material. So much other work is there. Quality work is there. If you make us do all these stupid things, then we will not be able to do other things. Okay. Okay, where are we now? So we're done tan inverse x plus y, tan inverse x minus y, cos inverse x plus y, cos inverse x minus y. Now we have to do sine. Sine inverse. Anybody want to make a formula based on sine a plus b or sine a minus b? One of them. Tell me a formula similar to the previous things.
X into root over 1 minus x square plus y into root over 1 minus y.
X into root over m minus x square or root over 1 minus y square?
Plus y into root over 1 minus x square.
Yeah. First, I'll go for minus anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fifth one I'm doing. What is the number anyway? I'm doing this.
14, sir.
40. This should be 14, huh?
Yes.
Okay. X root 1 minus y square minus y root 1 minus x square. Okay. Is equal to sine inverse x minus sine inverse y. Okay. Where 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 and 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 1. Okay. This formula may be true for other x and y values also, but we want to only prove for positive values. Okay. Now, as usual, let sine inverse x equal to a and sine inverse y equal to b. From that, I'll get a equal to sine x, b equal to sine y, and also a belongs to 0 to pi by 2.
Sir, will you get x equal to sine A and y equal to sine B?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
What?
X equal to sine A and y equal to sine B will get, no, sir.
Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Okay, thank you. Okay. Now coming to this LHS, we will get sine inverse sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. 1 minus sine square B will be actually mod cos B, but our B is acute angle only, so it is positive. And sine inverse sine A minus B. And if A is between these two and B, you can even also tell A minus B belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That is nicely within the principal values. Okay, so we don't have any problem at all. It is directly A minus B, which is sine inverse x minus sine inverse y. So there are no cases here at all. Okay. So if you remember, tan inverse x minus y by 1 plus x y, there is no cases as long as x and y are positive. When you took x plus y related formula, x y less than 1 greater than 1, there are cases. Even in cos inverse x plus cos inverse y, there is no cases, but cos inverse x minus cos inverse y, there were cases. Okay, so here also we are going to, when you have plus, we are going to have cases. Sine inverse let 0 less than or equal to x less than equal to 1 and 0 less than equal to y less than equal to 1. Sine inverse x root 1 minus y square plus y root 1 minus x square is equal to sine inverse x plus sine inverse y if x square plus y square less than or equal to 1, and sine inverse x plus sine inverse y minus phi maybe, because when I cross 180 degrees, no, when I cross 90, something like 100, I should write 80. If this is theta, this I should write pi minus theta. Is it pi minus, sorry, that is going to be negative. Pi minus sine inverse x plus sine inverse y. If x square plus y square is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, this is a formula. We have to prove this now. Okay, quite similar. Maybe I can use that itself. Already completed 14. Can I erase?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I wanted to keep this. It's so here a plus b will be between 0 to pi, which is not the principal values. 0 to pi by 2 will have one formula, and pi by 2 to pi another formula. So coming to LHS of this, it will be sine inverse sine a cos b plus cos a sine, which is sine inverse sine a plus b. Okay, so here we'll have two cases, a plus b if a plus b is less than or equal to pi by 2, and pi minus a plus b if a plus b is greater than or equal to pi by 2. The second part is based on the formula sine inverse sine theta is equal to pi minus theta if theta belongs to pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Okay, can easily understand this. For example, if I have sine inverse sine 170 degrees, what is the answer will be?
10, sine 10.
10. You write 180 minus 10, sine 10, you will get 10 degrees. So when this is theta, basically what you have here is 180 minus theta. So that's why when this is theta, this is I did not write pi minus theta. Equal to pi minus theta if theta is between 90 to 270. Based on that, I could write this. Okay, so now what will happen to a plus b? It will become sine inverse x plus sine inverse y if, but how to understand a plus b less than or equal to pi by 2 is x square plus y square less than or equal to 1. I'll explain on that. And it will be pi minus sine inverse x plus sine inverse y if x square plus y square is greater than 1. Okay, how we did get that is that a plus b less than or equal to pi by 2 means a is less than or equal to pi by 2 minus b. When I apply sine a is less than or equal to sine pi by 2 minus b, which is cos b. I can square it. I will get sine square a less than or equal to cos square b. This cos square b, write 1 minus sine square b and bring sine square this side. You will get, right, this is equal to 1 minus sine square b. If I bring that sine square b this side, sine square a plus sine square b is less than or equal to 1. That is exactly x square plus y square less than or equal to 1. Okay. So a plus b less than 90. In x and y, what does it mean? Is x square plus y square is less than or equal to 1. Okay, that's it. Yes, please. No, here we are only dealing with a is between 0 to 90, b is between 0 to 90. So we know they are positive values. This is also between 0 to 1, this is also between 0 to 1 because of that. Okay. In fact, when you apply sign, also inequality may change. Okay, because some part of the sign is decreasing, some part of the sign is increasing. But right now we are only between 0 to 90. Between 0 to 90, sign is an increasing function. Okay. So within our values, all these inequalities are fine.
Sir, are these proofs asked in board exam, sir?
They are there in the board exam, but they were never asked.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In IT textbook, some of these formulas are proved slightly different way, slightly, not too much. You may be a little confusing there, but this you will understand more comfortably. That's why I taught this way. But these are acceptable to write in your IP exam if at all they give. So you don't have to either read the textbook or our mains material. All the formulas I thoroughly proved in the class, okay, and discussed it. This quite sufficient. Notes is sufficient for this topic. If you want, you can see solved examples and do exercise, but theory, definition, formulas, proofs, you don't need to read anywhere.
Finish, sir.
Okay.
1
This
minute.
thing-
No, 1 minute, sir.
Okay.
Sir, finish, sir.
Okay. Cos minus 1x. What are you asking, Sachinanna? Cos inverse x. Cos inverse x is a strictly decreasing function. We'll draw the graphs. We are going to draw the graph of sin inverse x, cos inverse x, and everything. It will be clear there, but not now. After this, we'll do questions. After doing enough questions, we'll come back and graphs and some few more formulas are left. I'll cover that.
Completed, sir.
Okay. This x square plus y square less than or equal to 1 greater than 1 is basically a plus b less than 90 more than 90. I want to give a graphic picture of that. We can easily understand x square plus y square equal to 1 is a circle equation. With center as origin and radius 1. Because you take any point on the circle as x comma y, the distance between these two should be 1 unit. Apply distance formula, you'll get root x square plus y square equal to 1. Okay, so is everybody clear that x square plus y square equal to 1 is a circle with center origin and radius 1 unit. Any point on that circle you can take x comma y. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
let's say
sir.
I took x comma y here. Draw one vertical line and one horizontal line, and draw this one. This angle plus this angle is the sum 90 degrees,
Yes.
but this height is y and this is x, and this hypotenuse is 1. From this small right angle triangle, what is this angle? Sin inverse y. And what is this small angle?
Sin inverse x.
Sin inverse x. And what is sum of these two angles?
90 degrees.
90.
So whenever x square plus y square equal to 1, sin inverse x plus sin inverse y will be pi by 2. Okay. Let us take a point inside the circle. Let me load a little bigger one. Okay. Okay, this is my circle. Okay, we took a point and we proved sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is 1. Let us say I take a point inside the circle as x comma y. Okay. Then what is sin inverse x and what is sin inverse y?
Less than 1?
No, it will be less than pi by 2. We have to prove that. Because at that time when you join, this hypotenuse is not 1. Okay. If you want 1, you have to go to some place else. I'll tell you what is that. If you take a point x comma y, and if you want to know what is sin inverse x, you have to go back to vertically this. This angle is sin inverse x. This is x, this is 1. And if you want to know, this is my x comma y. You go to this point and then draw a vertical line, that is y, and join this. This angle is sin inverse x and this angle is sin inverse y. All of you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is sum of these two angles is equal to 90 or less than 90?
Less than 90.
Less than 90.
Because we are missing this much angle. Right. Okay. So that is when x comma y is inside the circle. And what is the circle equation? X square plus y square equal to 1. That is from here to here distance is 1. The point is inside, so the distance will be less than 1. So x square plus y square less than 1. Let us take x square plus y square greater than 1. What happens? Circle equation is still same. I am taking same x square plus y square equal to 1 circle, but I am taking some other x comma y outside the circle. So for this x comma y, x square plus y square is not 1, it is more than 1, the distance. Okay. So now from this, if I want to, first of all, I cannot go too far, I'll tell you. I have to be within this square. Okay, I'll take somewhere here. Again, draw one vertical line here. I want x, sorry, I have to draw one vertical line here, horizontal line here, and join this. This is my x, this is hypotenuse is 1, so this angle is sin inverse x. Next, through this, I have to draw one vertical line and join like this, that is sin inverse y. What you can see is sin inverse x is this much, sin inverse y is this much. There is some overlap here. Okay. Their sum is going to be more than 90 because of this piece is counted twice. Okay. If somebody has not understood, don't worry. I just try to give a graphic image to see what is happening when x comma y moves. When it is on the circle, what happens? Inside, what happens? Outside, what happens? But you can see other ways also. Okay, so now we are going to go to mains material and do the questions. Odd numbers. You can also start doing IP simultaneously because all the formulas were discussed mostly. So you'll be able to do it. The reason I have to cover quite a bit of. What is there?
In IP, how many exercises are there, sir?
I think only one exercise is there. Okay. Trigonometric equation, inverse trigonometry, both I think one exercise only. This is what. Okay. Okay, very first question. Let me see how many questions are there. So there are not so many, 43 questions only. We'll do one thing. Mains, everything we'll do in the class together. Okay, you do IP. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because if I tell only odd numbers, all the models will not be covered. Okay, very first one. First of all, cos inverse 0. What is the value of cos inverse 0? Pi by 2.
Pi by
90
2.
degrees. Yeah. Now they wanted tan of cos inverse 0. Tan of cos inverse 0 is pi by 2, which is tan pi by 4, which is 1. Cot of pi by 4 minus 2 cot inverse 3. Okay, one thing, listen, anytime you in inverse trigonometry don't know how to do something, then very simple, wherever inverse is there, you assume that as theta or A or B or something. For example, I'm going to take cot inverse 3 as A here as theta. Let cot inverse 3 is equal to theta and cot theta equal to 3. Now this will become cot pi by 4 minus 2 theta. Now it is no more inverse trigonometric question. It is a simple trigonometric question. Cot theta value is given to you and you want to find cot pi by 4 minus 2 theta. Okay. Cot A minus B, what is the formula? Cot A, cot B plus 1 by cot B minus cot A. Cot pi by 4, cot 2 theta minus 1 by, no, plus 1 by cot 2 theta minus cot pi by 4. Am I right with the formula? Yes, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Cot
sir,
A, cot B plus. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So cot pi by 4 is 1. So I'm basically I got cot 2 theta plus 1 by cot 2 theta minus 1. So now what is left is to find cot 2 theta. Okay. So cot 2 theta formula is cot square theta. Cot theta plus theta, cot square theta minus 1 by 2 cot theta. Cot A plus B is cot A, cot B minus 1 by cot A plus B. Yes. So that is 3 square minus 1 by 2 into 3. 8 by 6, which is 4 by 3. So this 4 by 3 plus 1 by 4 by 3 minus 1, which is 7 by 3 by 1 by 3, which is 7. Today is what's the date? December?
4th.
So today is supposed to be Navy Day, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Happy Navy Day.
Normally I go to beach in the evening. Generally we go for rehearsals. It is more easy because less crowd. Okay. Anybody here, father or mother working in Navy? Anybody is there in this class? Nobody in this class? Okay. Every year I'll have 1 or 2 students generally. Anybody went to, there is a Navy conducts a program called A Day at Sea. A Day at Sea.
Yes.
Event?
Yes. They take us every year.
Yeah. Okay.
So, sir, they'll take us inside that one only, sir.
Yeah, that means you'll be on a ship and I think half a day or by the evening you'll come back. Morning
Yes.
you get into the ship. Yeah.
No, sir.
They'll go somewhere maybe towards Rishikunda or up to Bhimli and then they come back in the ocean. They'll drop. And sometimes you can see some events, like for example, they can transfer fuel from one ship to another ship while on the go. Earlier, I used to work in another college where I used to teach, let's say, 2 sections. In the 2 sections, at least 40 children will be from Navy, Navy Children's School and things like that. Okay, I used to have a lot of students from NCS. So one time I came to know about this a day at sea. So I asked them some passes. Okay, I don't know whether easy to get the pass or not. So I asked different children. Okay, but it turned up almost 25 students bought the passes, and each person brought 2 passes. So I got 50 passes, 50 or 45. And I took all my relatives. They're very happy. They always ask me, when is the next time you're going to take us to the ship? That's why I'm asking, is there anybody in this class?
Sir, my
Yes.
dad gets passes every time. Dockyard, he works in dockyard, sir.
Oh,
every
yeah,
time.
dockyard, yes. Yes, yes. So you went to that day at sea? How many times?
Yes.
Quite a
One
few
time
times?
only, sir.
One time.
One time.
I think one time if you go, after that you don't feel like going maybe.
Every time when we give it off to relatives who come here.
Okay, okay. So consider me as relative for 1 year.
Yes.
Okay. I think this year they cancelled the whole thing, Navy Day and all that.
Yes,
But they are
this
doing
year
some kind
everything
of-
cancelled, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay. So anyway, sorry, little off the track. Coming back to this, please listen. We discussed so many formulas and all in inverse trigonometry. We'll be using them. But some questions you don't need anything much. Like example here, I don't have to know anything about inverse trigonometry formulas. Simply take cot inverse 3 as theta. Cot theta will be 3. And now it's a simple trigonometry question that cot theta is given and you have to find cot pi by 4 minus 2 theta. So that is see how you do in trigonometry. First use cot A minus B formula. You came across cot 2 theta everywhere. Find cot 2 theta and substitute. Alright, second question everybody. Okay.
So can we do this using inverse trigonometric formula?
Yeah, I think no, basically we'll do this only at the end. I'll tell you what we mean by inverse trigonometric formula. I'll tell you. When you open up this cot pi by 4 minus 2 cot inverse x, somewhere you will come across cot 2 cot inverse x will come.
Yes, sir.
For that we have a formula in inverse trigonometry, like that only. Okay. So
Yes,
in a sense, what we have done basically is the only way you can take it like that. Not a big. Okay. Third question: tan of tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 3. Okay. So we have derived a formula: tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. What is the formula?
Tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy.
Yeah, you can use that formula.
One
If you don't
minus
remember,
y.
yeah, if you don't remember, simply take this as A, this as B. That's all. So I'm not going to use any formula. Let tan inverse 1 by 2 is A and tan inverse 1 by 3 is B. And the question is now tan A plus B, which is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. And from if tan inverse 1 by 2 is A, what I will get? I will get tan A equal to 1 by 2 and tan B equal to 1 by 3. Simply substitute it. You will get 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. This is 5 by 6. This is also 5 by 6. So it will be 1. Okay, that's it is 1. If somebody want to use a formula, you have to write this formula first of all. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. Okay, so like that, tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 is tan inverse 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, which is tan inverse 5 by 6 by 5 by 6, which is tan inverse 1. So the inner part is tan inverse 1. So now the question is tan of tan inverse 1, which will be 1. Okay, so if you want to use a formula, you can use it. If not, simply take the each inverse as A or B or C and try to do the like a trigonometric question. Fourth one and fifth one simply finding values only. So just try to do it. Please take your material and try to do fourth question. Then
Sir, is it 5 pi by 12?
I have to check it. I have not seen the question. Okay, mainly you have to know the principal values and then tell the answers accordingly. That's all. Okay, so fourth question, sine inverse minus 1 by root 2 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 minus tan inverse minus root 3 minus cot inverse 1 by root 3. Based on principal value, this is minus 45 degrees or minus pi by 4. This is not minus 60, rather 120 or 2 pi by 3. This is minus 60, so minus pi by 3. This is 60. Okay, they'll cancel out then. Okay. Okay. So 8 minus 3. 5 pi by 12 answer?
Yes, sir.
5 pi by
Okay, these two are getting cancelled because of that. It is 8 minus 3. 5 pi by. This is cos inverse minus of minus 2 sin inverse 1 by 2 plus 3 cos inverse minus 1 by root 2 minus 4 tan inverse minus 1. This is again not 2 pi by 3. This is 30 degrees of pi by 6. This is minus 1 by root 2 means 135, 3 pi by 4. This is tan inverse minus 1 minus 45 minus pi by 6. Okay. Can combine these two first. 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 3, that will be pi by 3. This is 9 pi by 4 plus pi. Okay, let's leave it. 9 pi by 4. Okay, you want to take a 12 LCM. Okay. 4 and 27 and 12 pi. One 43, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is 43 pi by 12. Okay, tan inverse x by y minus tan inverse x minus y by x plus y. Okay, somebody can use here tan inverse A minus tan inverse B formula. Simplify, it will come. But instead of that, you can also do one thing. You divide with y all over here. It will become tan inverse x by y minus 1 by x by y plus 1. But I am going to purposely write it as 1 by x plus y into 1. Okay. I divided y everywhere and I wrote this one like this. Does it look like tan inverse A minus B by 1 plus AB?
Yes, sir.
And for that, what is the formula will be? Tan inverse A minus tan inverse B. So tan inverse x by y, this part will be tan inverse x by y minus tan inverse 1. Based on the formula, tan inverse A minus B by 1 plus AB is tan inverse A minus tan inverse 1. I can cancel these two. I'll get a tan inverse 1, which is pi by 4. If you don't want to do this way, you have to take this whole thing as A, this whole thing as B, and use tan inverse A minus B by 1 plus AB and simplify. It will come. Okay, so first of all, 4 and 5 are very easy because just finding the values and recognizing the principal values. Okay, so another way, directly tan inverse of, you can combine these two together as x by y minus x minus y by x plus y by 1 plus x by y into x minus y by x plus y. Tan inverse A minus tan inverse B. Formula is tan inverse A minus B by 1 plus AB. Based on that formula I wrote. So when I simplify this, do cross multiplication, I get x square plus xy minus xy plus y square by y into x plus y. And down yx plus y square plus x square minus xy by y into x plus y. Y into x plus y will cancel. Here xy will cancel, I'll get x square plus y square. Here also xy will cancel again, I'll get x square plus y square. Which is tan inverse 1, which is pi by 4. Okay, so we can combine the whole thing or we can split the second one and then cancel out. It's good to know both methods. Okay, is it all right? Sixth one, everybody, or any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, seventh, they said C is a right angle and they gave tan inverse something plus tan inverse. I'll use tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula as tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x y. We know this formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. In the same way here, tan inverse a by b plus c plus tan inverse b by c plus a is tan inverse a by b plus c plus b by c plus a by 1 minus a by b plus c into b by c plus a. When I expand, I'll get ac plus a square plus b square plus bc by b plus c into c plus a. Denominator bc plus ba plus c square plus ca minus ab by b plus c into c plus a. B plus C into C plus A will cancel. AB and minus AB will cancel. And here this A square plus B square, I can write it as C square. Yeah. So tan inverse, the numerator is now, I can take C common. Numerator denominator is the same, then it's okay. AC plus C square plus BC. Denominator is BC plus C square plus CA. Both are same. So tan inverse 1, which is pi by 4. Okay, so just using tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula, that's all. Even 8th one also very straightforward, simple formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So it one tan inverse 1 by 4 plus tan inverse 2 by 9. Tan inverse 1 by 4 plus 2 by 9, 1 minus 1 by 4 into 2 by 9. So it will be 9 plus 8 by 36. This is 36 minus 2 by 36. 36 will cancel. 17 by 34, which is tan inverse 1 by 2. Okay, just directly formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Okay, is it all right? Seventh one, everybody completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saketram, your voice was not clear to me. It is breaking.
No, sir, I got some doubt, but it's clarified now.
Okay.
So I got confused.
All right. Okay, ninth one, we can do it different ways. Maybe method 1. I want to take a cosecant inverse 5 by 3 as A. From that, I will get to cosecant A is equal to 5 by 3. I can even construct one triangle where cosecant means 5 is hypotenuse, this is A, 3 is opposite side, this is 4. Tan inverse 2 by 3 is B. Then tan B is 2 by 3. So this is B, this is 2, this is 3, this is root 30. Okay, now the question is equal to cot A plus B. And formula for cot A plus B is cot A cot B minus 1 by cot A plus cot B. I don't know cot A, I know cosecant A, but from cosecant A I can draw the triangle and then find cot A. So cot A is 4 by 3. Cot B is reciprocal of tan B, which is 3 by 2 by 4 by 3 plus 3 by 2. Okay. So that is 12 minus 6 by 6. I can cancel 3, but I am not cancelling it. And then 8 plus 9 by 6, so that I can cancel 6 straight away. I'll get 6 by 17. Okay, so if you don't know inverse trigonometric formulas also, you can easily manage. Simply take each inverse as A, B, C, so on, and it will become a trigonometric question. Otherwise, cosecant inverse 5 by 3 plus tan inverse 2 by 3. You know, one inverse can be converted to another inverse. We discussed it. So cosecant inverse, I can write it as tan inverse based on this figure, of course, is 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 2 by 3. And tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3 by 1 minus 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x y, like tan A plus B formula. That is going to be 9 plus 8 by 12. 12 minus 6 by 12. 12 will cancel. I'll get tan inverse 17 by 6. But tan inverse 17 by 6, tan inverse x can be written as cot inverse 1 by x. So it is cot inverse 6 by 17. But the question is cot of this. That's why I converted tan into cot anyway. So now in coming to the question, it will be cot of cot inverse 6 by 17. So it will be 6 by 17. Okay, so either you can take cos one of them as A, one of them as B, draw proper triangles to know all the sides, And the question became simply cot A plus B. This is a formula. From the triangles, find what is cot A, what is cot B. Otherwise, convert cosecant inverse into tan inverse based on that triangle only. Now, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula, we got one simple expression. But we want outside cot, so I have to convert tan inverse into cot inverse. And tan inverse x is cot inverse 1 by x. Is it okay, ninth one?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We'll do few more questions for another 5 minutes maybe. Okay, I'm going to erase this ninth one. Anybody needs more time or anybody doubt? Okay, now. Next question, one may ask 2 tan inverse for 1 by 3 is there, what to do? You can write that as tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 3. And then use tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Okay, 10th question. 2 tan inverse 1 by 3. I am going to write tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 3. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Tan inverse 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 by 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3. Tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. This is tan inverse 2 by 3 by 8 by 9. Which is tan inverse 1 by 9 will go up 3 by 4 and sine inverse 4 by 5. If you actually draw the triangle, 4 is here, 5 is here, 3 is here. You can write a tan inverse 4 by 3 or you can write a cot inverse 3 by 4. Coming to given question now. First sine inverse 4 by 5 is there. You can write this or this, whichever you want. I'll write this. Cot inverse 3 by 4. And 2 tan inverse 1 by 3 became tan inverse 3 by 4. We have this formula. If this x and this x are same, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x is also pi by 2. And tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is also pi by 2. So this is straight away pi by 2. One may say, can't I write this as tan inverse 3 by 4 by 3 and apply formula? No, because at that time x into y will be 1. We'll get tan inverse something undefined. Okay, you have to understand it is a case of xy equal to 1 where it is pi by 2. Is it okay, 10th one?
Yes, sir.
11, 12 are not required. They're just formulas. We'll finish 13 and 14 and we'll stop. They're simple questions. 15 onwards we have to discuss a slightly different idea, but it's okay. 13, 14 will complete and we'll stop. This is sin 2x formula. This is also cos 2x and cos 2x. So it will become sin inverse cos 2x plus cos inverse cos 2x. Sin inverse and this and this are same. We know sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So this is straight away pi by 2. In 14th question, they gave sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is 2 pi by 3. They want to know what is cos inverse x and what is plus cos inverse y. The sin inverse x alone, I can write pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. The sin inverse y alone, I can write pi by 2 minus cos inverse y is 2 pi by 3. So LHS pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Pi minus cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to 2 pi by 3. Send 2 pi by 3 here, this to the other side. Cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is pi minus 2 pi by 3, which is pi by 3. Okay, so both 13 and 14 are based on the formula sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Sin inverse of something, cos inverse of same thing, if it is there, it is pi by 2. Here, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2, so I could replace sin inverse x with pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. Similarly, sin inverse y plus cos inverse y is pi by 2, so I could replace sin inverse y with pi by 2 minus cos inverse y. And then we got. Anybody any doubt in any one of these questions?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.